Hey, no fighting.
Today we're talking with Lisa Lou out at Hey Lisa, how you doing at the Northwoods Humane Society?
We're doing well. How are you doing, Mark?
Well, sometimes technology doesn't work very well for me, and then I get all bamboozled and discombobulated, and it's just like, oh my goodness, why does this happen to me? Uh,
Yeah,
but
well,
you don't have.
you're doing a really good job. I mean, it's
Oh,
you every now and then you'll be like, "Oh my word, I have to change this or do something."
yeah.
But
Oh dear. Well, today we're talking about special needs animals. How what is that about?
well, actually, we have a couple cats that I wanted to focus on today that are kind of special needs kitties. And I can't figure out how to switch my phone around so you can actually see them. But
Oh, yeah,
talking technology challenged.
right. That's
Anyway,
fine. You can describe them because most of our listeners are on the radio and they can't see us anyway. So,
that's right. Hey, so we have two kitties here at the shelter. One's name is Ruthie, and the other one's name is Jerry. And both of these kitties have the same medical condition, which is hyperthyroidism. And it's not a super serious condition. It's very common in older cats. And
hmm,
both kitties, what one came to us, Jerry came to us because his owner passed away, and no one in the family would take him. And Ruthie was actually a stray cat that somebody found on their property and brought her in. And because we knew they were older kitties, we took them both to the vet and ran some blood work just to see what was going on with these cats. And they both
okay.
end up having the same condition, which is it is common and it's easily treated. Most of the time with just a little pill or a liquid medication. But unfortunately, for both of these cats, they both had a very severe allergic reaction to the medication.
Hmm,
And so we couldn't keep them on that. We tried it in pill form, we tried it in a liquid compounded form. And both times, they both ended up having this bad reaction. So, one of the other options, of course, for these cats is to have their thyroid removed. But before we did that, we thought we would try regulating their thyroid with some different type of prescription food. And so we got the food from our one of our local vets and put
hmm.
both of the cats on this food. And it's been probably a month or two that they've been strictly eating this food, which of course they don't love, but they they will eat. Um,
Yeah, because they're
and
hungry enough, they'll eat it. Yeah.
exactly. Well, so we just took them back to the vet to have their thyroid rechecked and found that both cats now have normal thyroid levels. So we were really
Oh,
excited to hear that this food actually worked. And so is the vet clinic because they usually don't have, a lot of feedback on things like that.
hmm.
So they're very, excited about this and are happy to be able to offer this food with proven results. So anyway, so Ruthie and Jerry, they're both, oh, I would say maybe about 13 years old. We don't really know for sure, but they're just super nice kitties and very sweet. Ruthie actually is front declawed, um, and very friendly. You know, just nice cats that deserve a nice home for the rest of their life, which could be quite a while. I mean, if they're about 13 years old, cats can live to be 20 years old. Um,
Yeah.
if, so so anyway, these cats are available for adoption, and both cats have sponsored adoption fees, which means there is no charge for them. Which kind of leads me to another issue, which could be that these cats could be fostered if somebody didn't want to, if they weren't sure if it was going to work for them. They could take one of these or both of these cats home and foster them, see how they fit into their home, into their lifestyle, and see if it's a good match. Um,
Yeah.
so
I was going to ask if you know how these two cats are socially. Are they good with other cats? Are they loners?
they're actually very good with other cats. Jerry sometimes gets a little, he has a little wild hair when he's feeling good, which is
Yeah.
nice. It's nice when they're feeling well and feeling a little spunky. But yes, they get along well with other cats. And Ruthie, usually when she is loose in the room, she just finds a nice cozy warm spot and takes a nap for the day. So
Yeah.
very
Right.
very easy cats.
Yeah.
So
And of course,
so
they listen to WOJB, so they have to be really easy
they
cats.
they do. They're very well informed, and they
Yeah.
have very eclectic music tastes too. So
Well, tell us more about this fostering program. How does someone foster? What is it about, and how do they go about
well
getting involved?
well, fostering is wonderful because it not only, gets some of these animals into homes, and relieves their stress, but it also, it's good for the shelter because if we have animals in foster, dogs or cats, it opens up space for more animals to come in and get the help that they need. So right now, I think I have about 5 or 6 cats that are being fostered. Um, one of them is just very shy and it needs a little an extra help and a little interaction and socialization. Um, and a couple of them are in what we call foster to adopt homes, which means that people are fostering them with the intention of actually adopting them once they once either the kitten has been spayed or neutered, or once they make the commitment to foster. Um, so there's foster to adopt, which means you'd like to probably keep this animal. And for instance, with the dogs, if we have a dog that is positive for heartworm disease, it can't be officially adopted until it is cleared of heartworm disease. So those dogs are in foster to adopt homes as well.
Okay.
Um, and then in the summertime, when we have a billion kittens, we like to do foster to adopt, because then people can raise a litter of kittens or a single kitten or whatever,
Yeah.
and get to know them and their personalities, and help to make them into a wonderful family member. So the the main thing is to make sure that you have a foster application on file with us. So if an opportunity comes up, and sometimes they come up really quickly, then you
Sure.
are already halfway there. If you have a foster application, which you can either pick up here at the shelter, or you can go to our website, northwoodshumanesociety.org, and fill out the foster
Hmm.
form. And there's lots of questions about what your household is like, and then you also would need to fill out, regular adoption application too. So
Sure.
so for instance, when you remember when we got all those beagles,
Hmm.
a lot of those dogs were fostered, and then they were also some that were fostered to adopt, where the people had said, we really want to keep this dog. So the people who had their applications in and completed on and approved already were ready to go. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have that, and we keep the applications for at least a year, so that way we've got you in our database. And
Sure.
I have a little helper here. This cat's helping me.
Oh
Um,
man.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
So the foster program isn't necessarily like a trial before adoption, even though that's what it sounds like. But you, like you said, in the summer when kittens are abounding and they're coming in, you just need extra space to get the kittens raised, so then they get to a point where they're mature enough for adoption, and then they either are brought back to your place, right?
yes, exactly. And some people just like to foster. I mean, they have already either been foster failures, which means kept they kept the animals that they were supposed to bring back. But
Oh, yes.
um, for instance, one of our wonderful cat foster moms who has a cat right now, she's already at her maximum. So
Okay.
husband says no more cats. But she's
Yeah.
a wonderful foster home, and she does a great job in socializing. Mostly kittens, and making them into wonderful family pets. So yeah, and sometimes there's also going to be medical issues, like we might have a dog or a cat um, that has a medical issue that they need a little bit of time, and getting them out of the shelter and into a home is good for their recuperation. So there's lots of different options, and it's just a win-win for everybody. People get to enjoy having a pet, and take care of them,
Yeah.
and help them, be great
Mm,
new family members. So
right. Well, my problem with fostering is I have a feeling my wife would fall in love with the animal, and then we're going to end up adopting it anyways. And it's like, I just wanted, to help out temporarily, and here we're already doing everything. But
well, and
well, Lisa, yeah, go
I
ahead.
I do have a foster mom who has fostered lots of kittens in the past, and people tell her all the time, "Oh gosh, I would never be able to give them back," and she just says, I look at fostering, especially fostering kittens, as my job, and making them into the best, little family members as I can, and introducing them to all kinds of new things, and socializing them, and just so she doesn't feel bad about finding them homes. She sees that as the ultimate, being the ultimate foster. So
Sure, sure. Well, thank you, Lisa, for your information here about foster home care and special needs. How can people get a hold of you if they have some questions about this?
well, they can call the shelter. We answer the phone between 11 and 3, Monday through Saturday, or they can go to our website, northwoodshumanesociety.org. Or you could stop out to the shelter and pick up a volunteer or a foster form, or app, you know, a cat or
Yeah,
dog pre-adoption application. So lots of ways to get in touch. But yeah, if anyone's interested in coming in and meeting Ruthie or Jerry, they would definitely fall in love with them. So,
awesome. Well, thank you, Lisa, for your time. We appreciate it. And we encourage listeners to go out to the Northwoods Humane Society if you're in the Sawyer County area. The Northwoods Humane Society is located at 10812 North O'Brien Road, O'Brien Hill Road in Hayward. And thanks again, Lisa. We'll come back and see what's happening in another month or so.
okay, sounds good. Thanks, Mark. Happy
Yeah,
St.
take
Patrick's
care.
Day.
Oh, yes. Thank you.